Please bear with me with my extremely bad editing. Welcome to Noobchunk. This is Noobchunker, my RS3 Extreme One Chunk Ironman. In this first video, I will explain the rules closely. Noobchunker right here is an Extreme One Chunk account which has to complete everything he can complete within a chunk. This includes all boss pets and titles, including stuff from random achievements, slay log, and monsters. That's pretty straightforward. Exceptions to this includes bossing, as I'm only allowed to do a group boss once I can actually solo it, and unrealistic grinds that may take years. The reason about bossing is so that I don't need to do Angel of Death, Virago, Cowfight King, Elite Dungeons, etc. before I have the gear to do so. When I got the gear to do so and the skill, I must obtain the complete log, including stuff not needed for Golden Reaper or Insane Final Boss, like all chests from AOD. If there is a chunk requirement that I can get to level 4, but cannot actually complete when it's done, it does not have to be completed before the requirement is actually possible to complete, like quests, skilling locations I need impossible levels for, or achievements that uses items obtained elsewhere. The requirements that I need right now is 7 range to wield Dragonstone bolts, 68 magic to enchant Dragonstone bolts, 60 defense to wear orichalcite armor, 60 attack. For gathering skills I need 80 mining, 90 fishing to fish a rocktail. This I will get from fish flingers, and I'm calling this a passive, which I need to actively do, but it doesn't hinder me from actively rolling a new chunk. For artisan skills, I need 70 herblore to clean a dwarf weed, 80 crafting, 73 fletching, 60 smithing, 93 cooking, 45 agility, 90 thieving, and last 45 dungeoneering to enter a resource dungeon so that I can actively mine orichalcite. And from random things that I've decided to do, get 1 metamorphic geode, complete 1 hard glue casket, which I can actually do, but it's really hard to do. Finishing fish blinkers, that's a passive. Get shaman outfit, if it's even possible, it doesn't even seem like it is. And that's basically it. And one more, bare hand catch sapphire glacialis, which I'm definitely setting as passive because those wrecks are just bad. My account is over 2 months old, and that means I have a lot of backlogged recordings I haven't been able to upload to YouTube. I will quickly sum up what I've been doing from scratch. Firstly, day 1 I unlocked the daily challenge system by completing the birth of tasks. It was a necessary exception to make the account basically possible. In RS3 we don't have genie lamps, random events, stuff like that, so daily challenges is the only way to train impossible skills. Basically impossible skills. From there I walked down to Port's Rim, and considering I earned GP from doing the tasks itself, I charted a course to Port Castard, from there walking all the way north to activate a Fremen lodestone. Then I dropped everything on me and started exploring the chunk, setting tasks and rules, which I later changed so it looked more and more like normal Extreme One chunk. A lot of exceptions to this as well, considering it's a different game, and a lot of different things have happened as well, considering it is basically a different game and it doesn't have the same game mechanics and stuff like that. So I have a lot of different rules, but it is basically normal Extreme One chunk. And considering rules have changed every week, so has the tasks, but now I have basically perfected them to a point which I myself is satisfied with. Into the actual progress, I did a lot of mining and smithing early on as I thought I needed it for 82 smithing with only mithril ore. So I got about 7k coal and 4k mithril in total. It was about the time that I did mining coal that I learned about penguin double agents, which randomly spawns and walks around Keldegrim whenever they feel like it. Spying them can be quite difficult, but if you manage to get it, you will be rewarded with a random clue caskets of any tier. Easy caskets is the most common. Around 70% of all penguins will be easy caskets, but let that not deter you from chasing them. The second penguin I caught gave me an ear staff, which basically saved me a year of lamping magic. This made me addicted to penguins, and ever since I've gotten 10 a week, taking upwards of 2 to 4 hours world hopping on 2 accounts to finish. Considering the loot they have given me, it was well worth the hours hopping. Meanwhile, I got in touch with the Starfind French chat. I even helped Scope for a while, searching for those precious little Kelda stars, which gave an insane amount of GP and allowed for magic training via enchanting bolts. This has been a passive ever since and a worthwhile one of that, giving new friends, a lot of good talks, and a lot of mining XP. Considering 99 mining is one chunk roll away, any star mining XP is lovable XP. When I didn't need to AFK mining, combat, mainly ranged, spoke out and needed to be trained. Dual-wield crossbows from bronze to rune are sold in Herkel's shop in the Keldegrim market, together with respective bolts. Considering I chose to live in Keldegrim, I also had to buy a bolt pouch and try to fill it with bolts. Hundreds of unicorns and unicorn falls later, 40 ranged were a reality, and the increased accuracy from mithril to adamant crossbows made it possible to kill mountain trolls instead, which I did for many hours until finally 50 ranged were achieved, giving me best in slot ranged weapons, unlockable within Caldegrim, within additional quests or crucial caskets. When changing my rules, I realized I didn't need any higher than 60 smithing, and quickly grinded that out. Now I needed something else to AFK, and oaks were my savior. Back then I needed 61 firemaking, which was needed for one of the quests, which I could not actually do, so I scrapped needing the level after actually getting it. Now I will start show you some clue scroll openings. Another staff of air. Well, I'm gonna re-roll this because I already got staff of air. Yeah, that is pretty trash. Another one. Reroll tokens aren't those really rare? Cool. That actually fits so well with the shorts. I'll put it on for now. Oak planks is why not? Black bolts. Well, pure essence. Not the fortunate. Yes! That's such a good. That is so good. That's the first amulet I've gotten. That's the first amulet on the count. Both of them opened at the same time. Well, yep. Now for the big boys. Medium clues. This is really good actually. This was previously my best in slot ranged armor. This. Leather blows, nothing else was my best in slot ranged armor. I really hope that I get some hard clues eventually. 10 every week. Well, yeah, this was pretty bad. But I actually got a few upgrades. After opening my first 10 caskets, I learned about the fact that Keldegrim was connected to the Dwarven mines under Faladar via minecarts, so I had access to Rune Ore and Luminite, and the living rock caverns which allowed me to do fish flingers. This was now a new passive, which meant I had a way to train fishing, meaning I needed 90 fishing just from flinging fish in fish flingers. One day though, I AFK'd in the game and probably got yeeted out because of an inactivity. At least that's what I think happened. Right into the aggressive embrace of the high level monsters and lost my hardcore status. That was one of my saddest days in RuneScape. And considering the only reason I chose Keldegrim as my home was to keep my blue shorts and woven top fashionscape, I decided to move on. I don't know what happened, but when I got back to my screen, I was I was here. I only had this one and these two. My entire stack of opal bolts were deleted and my shorts. So now it's season 2 with these shorts instead. Now it's not blue short season. Now it's, I don't know what color this is. It's yellow shorts. Far too small for you. It's not too small for me. And the first things that I got after I died, the two first penguins that I actually got elite clues, which I will open afterwards. Hello again. I just found this guy. And considering the fact that every single monster in my chunk needs to be killed, I also need to kill this guy. Now that I got rune crossbows, this should hopefully be a lot easier. At least I hope he doesn't despawn. This guy is big. And it actually looks like I'm gonna get it. Thank you so much, trusty rune crossbows. Rune crossbows. They are amazing. And yes, I'm a rebel player. Fuck going full manual on this. Ugh. I know that my rebel bar is not the greatest, but just keep with me. And I'm not using chain and ricochet. Nope. Then I'm dead. Again. Damn, I miss my hardcore status. Wait, what? I got it! Yes! Living Rock Patriarch completed. That's such an amazing thing to get on the account. That is really good. Oh no! Dragon stones! Oh no, oh no, oh no! These ones are good, but the dragon stones. Yep, yep. The last one. You, and more dragon stones. Well, yeah, it was basically normal elites. Yeah. I didn't know what I expected, but 55. Nah, that's nothing. It's the smithing that's a big problem. Jewelry. 55. And for 68. Uh, 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 uh. This one's good. This one's really good. Well, better luck next week, I suppose. From this opening, I got something very, very unexpected that changed my account forever. Uncut dragonstones. This meant I had to get 71 fletching and 80 crafting as I need best in slot items I can obtain as an extreme one chunk. So I started fletching oaks, and dropping bows soon got tedious and not fun at all, and considering I like stupid collections, I got a dream about getting 71 fletching just from arrow shafts. Later I learned I had onyx bolt tips as well, so 73 fletching instead of 71. This is 2.5 million arrow shafts, all from oak trees. This was such a stupid and horrendous grind, I had to do it, just because of the fact that it was stupid and horrendous grind. This, I thought, would shape my account's future by really showing the lengths I was willing to go to finish my tasks. Days after days I chopped down oaks and fletched them into arrow shafts. Days turned to weeks. Meanwhile, I talked a lot in the Men of Iron clan chat, and Faiko, one of the lead admins, suddenly said, "But I do offer you 3 months if you get to 71 fletching without cheating." The bet was on, and it gave me a lot more motivation to actually finish the chunk task. Don't get me wrong, cutting down oaks is AFK, and I do really love it, but I also don't want to rush the completion of 73 fletching, as I want to do as much thieving before actually needing to do thieving, as 90 will be hell on kill not instantly grind out. Before I leave, there is one more thing I need to say, and that is to thank the people who helped me. Elijah has been one of my best friends and has helped me a lot with my videos. BHB85, Peckish, who helped with the intro. I bet on Riku for the good conversations. Sanctuary26 for being friendly and good chatting partners. Iron Frown, I'm Godava. And a chunk picker, which I will link in the description, as well as the chunk chat Discord. Those guys are incredible, and my account would not be the same without them. If you see your name on this friends list, there's a reason you're there. Loth and the Men of Iron clan chat, and all of the people who took time to chat with me. I always love a good chat. And lastly, Starfind. Starfind has helped me a lot, and the help they give with their Kelda Star and the help they give with their Kelda calls is incredible. Then there are Sam and Baba, who actively hunts for Kelda stars. They're incredible. I love them. I used to scope a lot when I started, but I stopped after I realized the 2 mil GP wasn't hard at all to get due to the smithing and afterwards crafting. Got to love Sam and Baba and everyone who calls a Keld, Kelda or Fremlode star. I love you all.